Hey everybody, this is Katie, one of the TAs, and I was requested to do a redox problem walkthrough. So I have this one here. It says write out the half cell reactions for the oxidation of glucose 6-phosphate to ribulose 5-phosphate in the pentose phosphate pathway. So what I do typically, the best thing to do is to start out with identifying what is being oxidized. So first of all, you need to recognize that. So glucose 6-phosphate is oxidized to ribulose 5-phosphate. And so you have to write out the chemical structure for that, or the chemical formula for that, which is C6H11O9P2-, and it's being oxidized to C5H9OP2-. And so the general rule that you will follow for both redox and oxidation, the general rules is what you'll do is you'll start by identify the redox pair, which I just did for the oxidation. I haven't done for the reduction half cell yet. But then the next one is to balance carbons if needed, and then 3, and you do that by either multiplying or by adding CO2 if the pathway necessitates. So step 3 is balance oxygens, and you do that with water by adding H2O. 4, you want to balance hydrogens with H+, and 5, balance charge with electrons. And so I identified my oxidation, and so then what I'm going to do is start out with count the carbons on both sides. So I have 6 and here I have 5. And I know in the pentose phosphate pathway it releases CO2. So I know in this case I'm going to add, when I'm doing number 2, I'm going to add CO2 in order to balance this out. So this equals 6. And then I'm going to go to balance the oxygens here. And so over here I have 9 oxygens, and over here I have so 9, and then over here that's supposed to be an 8 right there. 10 over here. And so then we have to add H2O right here in order to make 10 on this side. So I will add H2O here, and then I'm going to balance my protons, or my hydrogens, with protons. So over here 11, 12, 13, so 13 hydrogens, and then over here I have 9. So then I'm going to add 4 hydrogens over here to give me 13. So plus 4 protons, sorry, not hydrogens, plus 4 protons. And then I'm going to do charge now. So this one has a charge of +2. This one has a charge of -2. Oops. -2. So then I'm going to have to add 4 electrons to make this -2. So 4 electrons on this side. And so now this is, just bringing it down, this is my oxidation half cell plus H2O, C5, H9, 8, P2 minus. So then I know in the pentose phosphate pathway, the electron acceptor, the reduction is going to be from NADP is going to pick up those electrons. So this is my ox half cell. I know that NADP is going to take up those electrons and be NADPH, because I know in the pentose phosphate that this is in the pentose phosphate pathway, so that's how I know that the electron acceptor is NADPH. So in this way, we're going to follow the exact same steps that are listed here, but it's going to be quicker because the carbon's already balanced, the oxygens are already balanced, the hydrogens are not balanced because there's one over here and there's none over here. So we're going to add 1 proton over here, and then we're going to go with charge. So the charge over here is 2+, and then the charge over here is 0, and so then we need to add 2 electrons over here. So add 2 electrons over here, and then the only problem here is that this is a redox pair, meaning they have to have the same number of electrons going in as they do out. And as you can see, if you look on this side right here, you have 4 electrons here, and this side you only have 2 electrons, and these are going to need to cancel out because the numbers of electrons going in have to equal the number of electrons going out because they're a redox pair. And so what I'm going to do is take this whole equation and multiply it by 2. So then I get 2 NADP plus 2 protons plus 4 electrons, 2 NADPHs. And so then this is going to be my reduction half cell right here. And this is going to be my oxidation half cell. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take both of these to make my overall reaction, I'm going to take both of these and I guess I could have just pasted that. Let's see. There we go. So then what I'm going to do to make my overall reaction, if I wanted to make my overall reaction, I don't think the question asks for that. It says write the half cell, so I would have been already done if the question just asked that. Just giving these two would have been done, but oftentimes they also ask to give the overall equation, and so the overall can just be done simply by adding the two together, and so you have 4 electrons on this side and 4 on this side, which cancel out, which is good, what's supposed to happen. And then what you have is 2 on this side, so then you'll have 2 left over here, and then everything else balances, so then you have C6H11O9P2 minus plus H2O plus 2NADP plus C5H9O8 2 minus plus so then this right here is your overall reaction in the oxidation from glucose 6 phosphate to ribulose 5 phosphate, and that's how you do it. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much for watching.